Number two, thermoregulation in the cold. So our most common one that everyone thinks of, just because it's the easiest to see, is shivering. Shivering is the rapid contraction of our muscles. This is generating heat through two ways. It is just the rapid contraction, and this friction and muscle usage is just going to create heat by just rapidly raising our core. And then number two, by demanding more energy production, this energy production or this increase of metabolic rate is going to create heat through the generation of ATP and other sources of energy. That is shivering. Number two, if you stay out there for more than a couple minutes, you're going to start shunting blood away from your fingers, skin, arms, feet, toes, hands, and that's just to help pool this blood back into your core and maintain its temperature, because your core has a much higher insulation to the cold or just temperature change in general compared to our appendages and our arms, and that's because this just has a much higher surface area to volume ratio. Therefore, we're going to lose heat a lot faster in our arms, hands, fingers, because they're just a lot thinner and they're just not able to fight against the heat or the cold as well. And so that is shunting of blood. First, you'll see it in the skin, then we'll start seeing it in our fingers, hands, and it's going to just slowly move up our arms and legs until you don't have anything, and that's what frostbite is just the lack of blood in those areas, and for extended periods of time, you're just going to lose those fingers or toes, sadly. Next is our brown adipose tissue, or BAT, and non-shivering thermogenesis, NST. We'll get a little more into that, but brown adipose tissue is more of a long-term effect, but it does exist in the human body no matter what, and it does help generate heat without the production of ATP, which is an important adaptation, and we will further discuss that in the next question. And then also another long-term adaptation is going to be increase of subcutaneous adipose tissue. So that's just going to increase our surface area while keeping volume and also volume. Things that are larger in volume and surface area are going to be able to maintain their temperature better, because although they have a larger surface area, comparatively their volume is also much greater. That's why an elephant versus a mouse is going to stay better in the cold, because although there's a lot more surface area, it also just has a lot more space to hold that temperature inside of itself compared to that mouse, where even though it's got a much smaller surface area relatively, that volume is so small, it's going to lose its heat like that if it doesn't have any fur.